Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to Nat Fashion Hub, the best fashion channel in the world. So today we are going to learn something very unique. Today we are going to learn how to cut a princess dart. So if you are yet to subscribe to my channel, please hit the subscribe button and turn your notification bell on, because much interesting videos will be coming your way. So let's hit right into the video as we cut our princess cut. So for this princess cut we are doing, let's consider the following measurements. We are using a shoulder of 14. We're using bust of 36 and the under bust or the fitting of 30. We're using a half length of 13. We're using an arm of 15. So using these very measurements, let's hit into our class and finish our princess dart. Like I said, if you have not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and turn your notification bell on, because much more interesting videos will be coming your way. So to do this, we have our white paper, we have our ruler, we have our marker, we have our tape. So let's quickly do this. It's quite simple. So first we're going to remove ½ inch from the beginning point of this paper here. I'm going to remove ½ inch from there. Then we start our measurement. Now we said our half cut for this princess cut, we want to do our half cut is 13. So we're going to mark our half cut 13, and we're going to add a band of 2 inches. That takes us to 15. Okay, so we're still going to mark our 13 here and 15 here. The next thing we're going to do is to locate our bust point, and our bust point is 9.5. so this is 9.5. we still locate our 9.5 here. So we'll join these lines and see how we can quickly get our princess cut done. You actually make 2 dots so that you can join and get a perfect line, you see. So the next thing we're going to do now is to take our shoulder measurement. The shoulder here is 14 by 2 will give you 7 plus ½ inch sewing allowance. This is 7 plus ½ inch sewing allowance, that makes it 7.5. so this is 7.5, and we're going to slant it by just ½ inch. Yeah, ½ inch. So the next thing we're going to do is to measure our arm. We said our arm is 15 by 2. If we divide 15 by 2, you get 7.5. But we're not going to use that whole 7.5 here. We'll minus 1.5 inch from it, so we'll be using 6. Reason being that if you use the whole 7.5 here, by the time you curve it, it will be more than 15, to more than 7.5, which will become more than 15. So you minus 1.5 inch from your result and you use whatever you have. So for this, we're going to mark our 6 from here. So this is our 6. These arm points. So even this arm points, let's give it longer line. So on this arm point, that is where we're going to take our bust. We're going to take our bust measurement and everything. So we said our bust is 36, and 36 divided by 4, that will give us 9. 36 divided by 4 is equal to 9. So we have 1.5 inch seam allowance there. So on this 9, we also mark this point. This is 7.5. We extend this 7.5 down here. This is 7.5, and we'll get a straight line here. Yes, you see, gotten a straight line. And now we are trying to curve our arm. So on this straight line we're getting here, let's look at the center of this straight line. This is 6, so the center of this line is 3. You see, so on these 3 inches we're going to mark 1 inch in. This is 1 inch in, right? So we're going to curve our arm on this 1 inch in. So just mark what I'm going to do. I'm going to curve our arm from here into this 1 inch, and from this point here as well we're going to mark 3/4 inch. From this angle here we're marking 3/4, so this is 3/4 here, right? So I'm going to curve our arm to cut across this 3/4 into this, you see. So that's how to get your arm curve, as simple as that. So the next thing we are going to do is to get our bust separation. For this bust of 36 we are using a bust separation of 7. That is the distance between the two dots. So 7 divided by 2 will give you 3.5. So we see, so we are using this our 3.5. We still mark 3.5 here. We still mark 3.5 here. You see, so we are going to remove, since the bust is not too big, the bust of 36, we are removing from here, from this dot here, from this our 3.5, we are going to mark 1.5 inch inwards. You see, this is 1.5 inch we're marking here. This is 1.5 inch we're marking here, and this is 1.5 inch we're marking here. So we're still going to join these lines. See, join this line and this line, we join it as well. With this one here, we are not working with it. So the next thing we're supposed to do now is to curve our bust point. So our bust point, sorry, I love using my free hand. And like I said before, if you are enjoying this video, please hit the subscribe button and turn the notification bell on. So we're going to curve this out into this point here from the shoulder. I'm just going to use 4 from the shoulder. So we are curving this into this line here. You see, so after I have, you see, after I had curved it with my free hand, before I now use my ruler to join it to this point. If I had used my ruler here, it would be too sharp. So you see, so the next thing we're going to do now is to locate our neck. And for the neck, we want it to have a wideness of 6.5. See, 6.5 with a depth of 4. And we want our neck to be U shape. You can give your neck any shape you want. For my neck, I want it to be U shape, so I'm just going to give it a very So like I said, if you are enjoying this video, please smash the like button and give me a thumb up. You can also drop a comment. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. So the next thing I'm going to do is to join this line from here to here. Join the neck. See? From here to here. Can we see that? So after that, we are done with our princess dart. We're just going to draw this line from here to here, and we will cut it out. So just watch carefully. Now I am going to cut this. It's quite simple. So right here. I'm going to cut it out here. Then we cut it out from here. So at this point here, this very point here, we're going to cut this out. And now, to avoid your princess cut from rumpling at the shoulder, at the arm, sorry, not shoulder, we'll remove ½ inch from here. We'll blend it here. So just watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to remove ½ inch from here. Can you see that? I'm going to remove this. This will remove the allowance from the arm to prevent it from rumpling when you wear it. So we are going to cut this out. See, I'm going to cut this. Cut this out, and we cut this. As well out. See? So once we have cut this out like this, we are done with our princess cut. Now let's cut the back piece. Let's cut our back piece. Now when you come to the back piece is very simple to cut. The whole logic is with the front piece. Now coming to our back piece, for us to get our back piece, we use this front piece to get our back piece. All we need to do is just to extend these lines, and what we are giving here is 1½ inch allowance for the zip. This zip allowance of 1½ inch, zip allowance of 1½ inch. So let's now extend these lines. This is our bust point. This is our under bust line. See, this is our under bust line. Yeah. So the next thing, this is our shoulder line. So the next thing we're going to do is to locate our arm. We said our arm, we are using 6 inches. So this is 6 inches, and on this 6 inches, that is where we are checking our bust. So we said our bust is 36, that is 9. Divided by 4, that is 9. So this is 9 plus 1½ inch seam allowance. When we come to the under bust is 30. Divided by 4, that will be 7½. This is 7½. We are not starting our measurement from the beginning. We are starting our measurement from here, because this is zip allowance. This is zip allowance. Our measurement is starting from here. So 7½. If we measure this way, this is our 7½ plus. Now mind you, when we're working on our back piece, we are going to hold that on the back when we are sewing. So we'll give 1 inch allowance for that before we give our seam allowance. So this is our 7½. So So altogether we'll be using allowance of 2 inches, allowance of 2 inches, 1 inch for the dart, another 1 inch for seam allowance. So we're giving allowance of 2 inches there. Forget about this point. So we see that this line now joins to this one. Can we see? And then our arm also moves from here to here. Can we see that? So for the neck, our neck, for the front neck, for the back piece, we want our neck to be deep by just 1.5 inch deep. So 1.5 inch deep means it's just going to be this way. So now we simply cut it out. And mind you, let's cut it out down here as well. This is now going to be straight here, from here to down. And our zip allowance here, we're going to fold it in. I'm going to fold it in and make a notch here and here, so as to know where exactly our zip allowance is stopping. So we're going to now trim this out. So we see we now have, we're going to separate this zip allowance for the back piece. I'm going to separate it. So therefore we now have our back and front pieces, and on our back piece we are going to hold our dart at this point. So we'll make a notch here, and we are going to hold our dart on the back piece. So you see, this is our back piece. You can see it here. This is our back piece. See, and this is our front piece. This is our front piece. We have this here, and we have this here. See, so we are done with our princess cut. If you like this video, please hit the subscribe button and turn your notification bell on. Also like and drop a comment. Tell me what you feel. If it's interesting, if it's helpful, I would really love to get feedback from you. Thank you so much. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. Thank you.